Yes, man, what I go on, peep? Hello, the confused man there. Confusion. One more, so thing I turn up all over the place, You know, I did a couple of videos recently and I choose not to post them because I don't want to jump on a bandwagon like most people would normally do. If the issue is not striking, I try not to get involved in it because a lot of things are going on, Vince, like we say. Lots of not are going. No, but I just came here with an issue, and believe it or not, it's late night, it's midnight. But I was sitting here studying and I just thought, this thing has been pressing me for a while. I decided to make a video because of a bit of what I call inspiration I saw from my video from a young lady last night and how she addressed certain situation. And just the way she addressed things, it's kind of opened up a lot of the things I see but very often are quiet about. And I just thought, you know what? I think I can endorse hers and just add a little bit. Do you guys remember a couple of months ago, I made a video about two young ladies who were stranded in Heathrow, living there for days because they had no place to go because of their sponsors went sour and they had been thrown out or put out or whatever the case might be. But I was called to notice that this was a situation. Now, for those of you who doesn't know, I'm trying my best to give back a little bit so I could, especially to my own people in St. Vincent. But I try to be a little bit more widespread to the Caribbean. So I've created a group called the Caribbean Link Up, wherein I try to address situations that I could either give advice or give help where I could to people of all walks from the Caribbean. And that's why I was actually reached. People reach out to me on that occasion. They say, oh, there's two young ladies there stranded. Is there anything you could do to help? And because it was a rush and it was stranded living there for days, I figured it was not enough time for me to canvass for help from outsiders. So I actually took them into my own house and actually sheltered them, ensuring that they were well, they have their own clothes, but they were fed and they receive a warm place to sleep, a clean bed, and somewhere to have shower and so on and so forth. Well, one of the young ladies went back very quickly because she had a flight already being scheduled to go back. So in a couple of days, she was back to the Heathrow. I took her back to the airport and she went off home. And the other one was here for a couple of months. I think she said she was driven towards joining the army. But I've done everything trying to create links here and there to try to help her to speed up the process so she would get in. So I pull at every string I know or could have and did get some result where I was told to just give her a number to contact this person and that person will make sure she get into an all slot into training. What little did I know is that she had other agenda. She never really interested in joining the army. So that was only a cover for what she wanted to do, I suppose. So when I was planning to get her in the army, she was actually planning her other exit strategies. Even though I found out later that was the case, I didn't bother. People have the right to choose their own thing. But the issue is, I want to bring to attention is that as a nation, Vincentian people need to understand very often that you're not entitled. And we act too entitled, If somebody's trying to help you, they're trying to help you. Especially when they don't want anything from you. If somebody is trying to help you, don't try to be deceitful. Don't try to lie, And very often, for most of us who are living overseas for donkey years, we understand the ropes. We understand when you're trying to hide or cover something. And me personally, I don't like to embarrass people. So if I know you're lying to me, I would never tell you lying to me. I would just listen diligently and realize that, okay, you're lying, but I would never tell you that. And you're not even convinced that you're lying. You will think that you got me. Yeah. So she think that she was lying to me, but I just pretended. The thing is that I made her breakfast. I put her breakfast on the table. Vincent style. She doesn't get out of bed until all at 2 o'clock, me tell you. People may not lie. I will put up, because I left the house for some morning time, I come to make breakfast while Grace prepare the kids them and so on and so forth. And I'll make breakfast for the kids them, do all kind of fancy little thing for them so they could enjoy their breakfast. And I'll put her breakfast there. And sometimes Grace would come down and Grace would do lunch when Grace do lunch. And Grace says she put breakfast and lunch there. And she go knock on her and say, sometimes you're not coming for breakfast. And she go, oh yeah, I feel like it, we're not ready yet. But you talk about 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, and your breakfast and lunch end up on the table, to the point where Grace said to her, look, You know when this happens, you will have to eat both breakfast and eat your breakfast and your lunch. Or get up and have your breakfast. You know, she said she's an athlete, and I said, look, I'll take you into town at the training ground. You could go do some training. I'll bring you back. Me, when I go into work, I don't come back just to save fuel. But I bring you back home so you could have a shower. She went once. After that, she got the whole excuse why she can't go. But the whole thing is that she can't get out of bed. I tell you, people should not get out of bed. You know? In a people place. Not people who me know. Me and you not related. We're not friends, we're not family. I road me pick you up. And you not come out of your bed. But you know what the worst part is? Eventually, cut the long story short, since you have to go home, because I give you guys a long story, you know, man. You wouldn't guys wouldn't believe it. People will drop them out like, huh? That really happened? But me take the girl back at the train station because she booked she flight. She never said she was booking she flight. She never said anything to us. As is overheard a conversation that she was going home on the 15th. And I said, okay, on the 15th of last month. I said, okay. But I didn't say anything because on the same day I was going to university. I do my residential week in university that same week. So I would be away. So I thought, well, okay. I said to her the night before I go, how are you going to the airport? You know what the girl turned around and said, well, if I can't get you right, you call police and the police get you right. What an answer. Not like, you know, I'm going to get the train or could you give me a ride? You know? Well, if you can't give me a ride, I'm going to just call the police and then give me a ride go down there. Okay, then call the police then. Police can't carry it, you know what I mean? However, you know, my wife just run around, try to book a train ticket and get a train ticket. I took her to the train station. And I tried to explain to her how the train will go run. Make sure you get your train stop. It's 2 stops into the airport. At the time is don't idle because you have 2 hours, but 2 hours is not time to play with, so on and so forth. You know, try to be nice and give all the ins and the outs and so on. So I said goodbye and safe flight. It was great to meet you and to host you know house and so on. And when you get to London, get to the airport, give us a shot and you get to St. Vincent. Give us a shot, so you there go. People, I'm not gonna lie to you. The girl turn and walk away. She not say thank you, not goodbye. But me not take it for nothing. I met tell her up to today. Me not hear a word from that young lady. Not even a call, a twinkle, a dinkle, a pinkle. Nothing up to today. Vincy people, if somebody try to help you, don't do that. Please. Don't go burning bridges. Because there are other people out there who might need help. And you might turn off other people. You go turn off people from helping other people. Now me, my heart is set on goodness. So that not really turn me off from help. If somebody's come to me and say they want help tomorrow, we go still spring into action and help them. But my child will say, Ali mustn't do that. Be grateful, be thankful. Even if you're not grateful from your heart, just pretend and say thank you and walk away. Say thank you and walk away. Done. But don't burn bridges. You might want to cross back. You know what I mean? You might want to cross back over. Don't burn bridges. Me tell you. Me not confused though. That's not a confused one. Is it?